So this is the adventure you had in the land of the free, home of the brave, traveling wherever you want. You know, the Soviets always talked about how they wanted to move here, to be able to travel and fly and drive. Not anymore. Not after 9/11. Everything changed. Homeland Security. We get the Homeland Security documents. It's all for us. And now they're going around to all the businesses saying, spy on everybody, spy on your neighbors. Everyone's a gun owner. John Elway says, do you own gold? Do you have guns in your house? Call the police on your neighbor. That means they're a terrorist. We have the video. These are sick control freaks and their toadies. Finishing up, though, with Canada and then a little bit more on Detroit. Let's keep rolling those images of Detroit later on in the reel so we don't double over anything. Finish up with, you said she was saying, if your papers aren't in order, continue.
Yeah, she was preparing to set us up to pay their customs fee on the approximate value of the cameras unless we could prove exactly where and when we bought them, by serial number. We were told if we didn't...
Now, was this the U.S. or the Canadians?
This was the Canadians telling us we weren't going to get back into the U.S. unless we could prove we bought our cameras in the U.S. and not in Canada, which is, you know, you buy electronics online now. That's where the best price is. You don't go to...
And so it was their people doing this. And before you left, they made the point about the camera.
Yeah, and then coming back into America, they checked our papers. They asked about the cameras. Did you buy them in Canada? No. Luckily, the guy believed us. He seemed friendly. Seemed like he...
Oh, he wasn't too nice. He just put you in a gas chamber.
Yeah, he just inspected our car and opened up everything, but he believed our story.
Because his bosses carried out the attacks.
Yeah.
It's a global government. They all are for the same people.
Another interesting thing.
What did they say when the faxes came in? Did they deny those were real or anything?
Well, we got the faxes in between while we were in Canada. But, yeah, you know, last time we came through Buffalo, they detained us and didn't believe our story and made us prove various things about our paperwork and our rental car.
Oh, he even asked us when we were coming back in, he goes, what were you doing in Buffalo?
Yeah,
going
so
to see
it's all
the
in a
falls,
database,
you know?
of course.
Yeah, you know, They had everything on, because we were the same, too, that went in through Buffalo last time. So they had that on record.
They don't want you moving. They admit that. Everybody locked down. Major towns in the U.S. don't even let you out during the day. In Arkansas and Oklahoma, they want to check you when you drive down the street, CNN. And CNN says, that's good. You need to show your papers to walk in America.
It's just amazing that it's harder to get back into the country that you're a citizen of than it is to leave.
But listen, when we flew into Canada that time and they detained us for 16 hours, foreigners and illegals were just, if it was a foreigner, they just bowed to them. But if it was a North American, we were scum. And I watched American businessmen and Canadian businessmen being treated like crap.
Yeah, they want to know how to get their cut, customs cut, and whatever's being sold or done. Or
Well, Canadians are good people, but they have a scumbag government. And because the Canadians have been asleep at the switch, just like we have. Now, finish up with Detroit. I mean, what was this like?
I mean, you could see it looks like it's bombed out half the locations we went to. It just looks like a war zone. And this is right in downtown. They're doing this stuff everywhere.
Did you have a chance to go to Flint?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we had about an hour to get into Flint, and we drove around there, and it looks just as bad.
And they bulldozed 1,100 homes there. They're planning to bulldoze 3,000 more.
Here they are, bulldozing.
We saw this bulldozer pulling up what used to be a perfectly good foundation. And this is deindustrialization. This is what the globalists wrote about. We have in Fall of the Republic, cover all of this. Maury Strong's quote. Here I have the Rockefellers, Dr. Richard Day of Planned Parenthood. We'll all be interconnected. And that's what they're doing. The Packard plant closed starting in the 60s. We were in there. And now they're finishing off the job with the current bailout.
And put that all in a file. I want this in the film because this one's really going to be about the deindustrialization and the eugenics.
Yeah, each part of the world will have a specialty and become interdependent. The U.S. will remain a center for agriculture, high-tech, communications, education, but heavy industry would be transported out. That's 1969, and it's happened now. And we know the bankers set up the crises.
And then we get the documents how they're going to take our kids. Did you see in England where their parents have to have a license to be in public with their kids because they may be a pedophile?
Yeah, it's absurd.
I mean, these people are pure evil. Great job, guys. I'm going to have you back in next week with more. Maybe even this Sunday. I'm live 4 to 6 p.m. We'll be back then. Rebroadcast starts right now at Infowars.com. Great jobs. Soon we won't be able to travel. So it was good to be able to get this video before we're not allowed to travel.
The New World Order beast is genetically modifying your food, mixing vegetables with animals, and now experimenting with viruses. Without a long-term food solution, you will have just two options: starve, or surrender. All canned food supplies will eventually run out. What then? Grow your own healthy food and feed your family forever. SurvivalistSeeds.com is now the nation's largest bulk heirloom seed company, and it's owned by a real patriot, Big John Lipscomb. You can now have an infinite amount of healthy vegetables like a watermelon, a bundle of carrots, or tomatoes for a little more than a penny each. SurvivalistSeeds.com. And now you can go into business with Big John at SurvivalistSeeds.com by becoming an affiliate. See his link at SurvivalistSeeds.com.